Disney and Pixar have released the first trailer to their June 2020 film Soul, 4 months before their next film Onward has even been released. Soul stars Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey and will mark the first Pixar film to feature a black lead. This teaser trailer doesn't give us too much, but it does give us a simple glimpse into the tone and style of the film, which seems completely in keeping with the style that writer-director Pete Docter has brought to the various other Pixar films he's put his name to in some capacity over the years, including Inside Out, Up, and Wall-E, among others. The film is also co-directed by newcomer Kemp Powers. It's interesting to note that a lot of criticisms I've been hearing aimed towards the trailers for Onward is that it doesn't feel Pixar enough, with many even claiming that Pixar have somehow lost their individuality. But man, going by this trailer, this could not be farther from the truth in relation to Soul anyway. Soul's trailer shows a return to the classic, warm, heartfelt Pixar style that Docter has so beautifully embraced in his previous works. It looks sweet, tender, funny, and overall a huge bundle of fun. The film's story sounds wonderful, and in a press release, Docter, Powers, and producer Dana Murray have shed some new light on it. The press release reads, "According to Docter, the idea for the story is 23 years in the making. It started with my son, he's 23 now, but the instant he was born, he already had a personality," says Docter. "Where did that come from? I thought your personality developed through your interaction with the world, and yet it was pretty clear that we're all born with a very unique, specific sense of who we are." Soul introduces Joe Gardner, a middle school band teacher whose true passion is playing jazz. "I think Joe is having that crisis that all artists have," says Powers. "He's increasingly feeling like his lifelong dream of being a jazz musician is not going to pan out, and he's asking himself, why am I here? What am I meant to be doing?" Joe personifies these questions. In the film, just when Joe thinks his dream might be in reach, a single unexpected step sends him to a fantastical place where he is forced to think again about what it truly means to have a soul. That's where he meets and ultimately teams up with 22, a soul who doesn't think life on Earth is all it's cracked up to be. Jamie Foxx lends his voice to Joe, while Tina Fey voices 22. "The comedy comes naturally," says Murray, "but the subtle emotion that reveals the truth to the characters is really something special." Essentially, this is the story of a man who departs the earth before his time is up and whose soul tries to find its way back. And it absolutely screams classic Pixar to me, which is an absolutely fantastic thing, considering I personally haven't found that Pixar spark in any of their more recent offerings for a number of years now, with perhaps exception of Toy Story 4. One of the things I always say when I see one of these Disney or Pixar trailers is how I simply can't understand how animation keeps getting better and strangely more realistic over time. And while Soul seems to take on a similar visual style to Toy Story 4 in that it's produced in scope with visual effects applied to make it look like it's been filmed with real cameras, it does manage to keep within that cute, fantastical, cartoony style that Pixar animation really excels in. The studio proves that they know where to push their animation to extremes, but where to hold back. So far, I am loving this visual style just as I am the idea for the story. The vocal performances from Fox and Fey sound great, and I'm really digging these characters so far, even though we've only seen very little of them. I predict that these two little souls are going to become Pixar favourites. While I'm certainly looking forward to Onward, this is definitely the Pixar film I cannot wait to check out next year. It just feels like classic Pixar to me. Its fantastical elements, its style, its tone, and its simplicity. Now, I have gotten ahead of myself like this before. I couldn't wait for Inside Out, but sadly didn't love that one personally. I'm hoping this one works better for me and delivers a new original Pixar classic of the kind that I have been clambering for years now. And at that, I'm gonna throw this over to you guys out there. How are you guys feeling about Pixar's Soul so far after this first teaser trailer? Are you loving what you're seeing, or do you think it's just a little bit meh? Fire away in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos and you'd like to see more like it in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen, as well as that like button down below for that little extra support. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.